I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. As a cold front tracks to the southeast, a few thunderstorms remain possible through this late afternoon before chances increase for the evening and overnight, including a possible second wave with a disturbance tracking to the southeast. Those storms could be severe, especially over Nebraska and far northern Kansas, with a marginal risk of severe storms, a level 1 of 5. The main threats through just after midnight are quarter-size hail and wind gusts up to 60. Off and on thunderstorms remain possible late tomorrow through Thursday, mostly during the evening and overnight. Exact timing still uncertain, but some of the better chances are favoring the west and central late tomorrow night through early Sunday, and southern Nebraska and northern Kansas Sunday night into Monday night. Behind that strong cold front, highs cool to around 80 for tomorrow, the 70s to the low 80s on Sunday, and the upper 60s to the mid-70s from Monday through Wednesday. Highs warm into the mid-70s to around 80 by Thursday. Humidity much lower for next week, but dew points in the 50s. The long-term forecast maintains a cooler than normal outlook for Nebraska and Kansas Wednesday through the first 4 days of September, especially the mid to late portion of next week. Above normal rainfall continues to be in the forecast Wednesday through September 4th for Nebraska and Kansas. Those higher rain chances the mid to late part of next week. In the 30-day outlook for next month, Nebraska and Kansas expected to be warmer than normal, especially in the Panhandle and over Kansas. Most of Nebraska, along with north central and northeastern Kansas, expected to see near normal rainfall for next month. The Nebraska Panhandle, western Kansas, and locations south of I-70 in central and eastern Kansas should be slightly drier than normal for September. Key weather factors influencing the markets include a strong cold front producing much cooler temperatures to end the month across the U.S. and rain in Europe and Australia. The monsoon flow of moisture and a series of cold fronts result in occasional rain and thunderstorms. 5-day rain totals reach 1 to 3 inches in parts of the southeast and along the Gulf Coast. Rain largely bypasses several areas, including much of the Corn Belt and the Pacific Northwest to Montana. Late in the weekend and early next week, heavier rain develops over the southwest and spreads across the Central Plains, possibly extending as far south as Oklahoma and the northern Texas Panhandle. A large difference in temperatures increases the next few days, featuring late summer heat across much of the western and southern U.S., and unusually cool air from the central and northern plains to the mid and northern Atlantic coast. The fall-like air settles in through much of the central and eastern U.S. next week. Also next week, the cold front stalls across the southern plains and Gulf Coast and produces scattered rain. In Eastern Europe, good rainfall this week could be followed by more rain late next week and weekend, benefiting filling corn. Northern Europe, that's been somewhat missed, is still in need of rain. Western Australia is seeing improving conditions from timely rainfall that should continue next week as wheat and canola get into the reproductive stage. Southeastern Australia needs more rain and only expects limited rain for next week. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.